Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good morning from WSFM.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
Did you know today is National Siblings Day? Our siblings are our family, and they're a huge part of our lives. That's why we celebrate them today. This holiday is also known as World Siblings Day. Siblings are our best friends and sometimes our worst enemies. Our siblings encourage us to be our best, embarrass us, and be our biggest motivators and competitors. It's now growing into a nationwide day of both remembrance and celebration. 3 U.S. presidents have recognized the event, most recently President Obama in 2016. The Siblings Day Foundation, sponsors of this day, gained nonprofit status in 1999. They're working on establishing a United Nations resolution for an International Siblings Day.
Our April book club is today, during all 3 lunch periods in the mill. Please bring your lunch and dessert will be provided. All are welcome. Attention to all students who have attended any book club this school year. There are a number of books that should be returned to the mill immediately. They are overdue at the public library. See the list on the Google Classroom.
All student drivers, be careful in the parking lot and drive responsibly. There have been several reports of reckless driving and near-miss accidents in the last week.
The Canal Fulton Canoe Livery will be here today, Thursday, April 10th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to conduct student interviews. If you're looking for summer employment, please stop by the guidance office to sign up for an interview. You can also pick up an application from Mrs. Moore, which needs to be filled out prior to your interview.
The Science Club is going to visit the Cleveland Museum of Natural History this Sunday, April 13th. Details of the trip are on the Science Club Google Classroom page, and the deadline for signing up is today, Thursday, April 10th, by the end of the school day. There is a permission slip attached to the assignment. To be allowed to come on this trip, you must bring a copy of this form signed by your parent or guardian. Come along and join the fun.
Next week, April 14th to 18th, will be Ohio Military Family Spirit Week. To participate, please dress in theme each day, but just make sure your outfit is school appropriate. Teachers and staff are more than welcome to participate as well. These days are as follows. Monday, April 14th is Red, White, and Blue Day. Tuesday, April 15th is Statewide Purple Up Day. Wednesday, April 16th is Support Your Favorite Military Branch Day. Thursday, April 17th is Camouflage Day. And Friday, April 18th, despite the fact we don't have school, is RED, Remember Everyone Deployed, Red Friday. And next up will be Patrick with the sports.
Good morning, Panther fans. Congratulations to your boys tennis team on their win last night. Also, congratulations to the girls softball team on their big win against Fairless, 14-0. Today, your boys tennis team is at home to take on Cuyahoga Falls. You can check the MHS Panther Sports Twitter account at Akron MHS Sports to get information on time changes, scores, play highlights, and more. Go Panthers! And now back over to Caleb and Caitlin.
Thanks, Patrick. Due to consistent requests from several school lunch-loving students, today's lunch menu has been changed to chicken Alfredo, garden salad, scalloped potatoes, and choice of fruit. And tomorrow's breakfast will be apple frootle, choice of fruit, juice, and milk.
Thank you from WSFM, signing off.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
Have a great day.